Campbell, the prototype is what they call him as a linebacker. He has it all: the height, 6'5", the weight, 249. He's got the arm length, the hand length. He's got everything you want. He's what people talk about. It's almost like people can't help themselves. This is the guy that people look at and they say, hey, he's got the decent speed at the 4.65. He's got the vertical. He's got everything you're looking for in a linebacker. And I took a deep dive, and the more I dig, the more I discover. Now, to the people who are not familiar with Jon Kapler is a linebacker out of Iowa, if you ain't realized that at this point. A guy who's played a little bit of tight end, but he's played majority of linebacker. And so I decided to examine his 2020, 2021, and 2022 tape to kind of figure some things out. And I wanted to point out some things that jumped out to me, because I believe that stats tell a part of the story, but they don't tell the entire story. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to tell the entire story. And when you look at these stats, the first thing that jump out to you is, whoa, he has a lot of tackles. 299 total tackles, 160 assist tackles, 139 solo tackles in that stretch of his college career, 12 tackles for a loss, 3 sacks, 5 interceptions. I mean, everything about him stands out. He's got the pass defense with 10. He's got a touchdown. He's got the forced fumbles. What is it that you can say about him? Well, that's what we're here to do. We're here to break down the good, the bad, and the ugly. But I'm going to do it a little different. In most cases, I give you the good, then I give you the bad, then I give you the ugly. With this particular prospect, I flipped it, and there's a reason why. I'm going to give you the ugly, the bad, and the good. And when you see why I flipped it, you will understand more about it. And so when talking about Jon Kapler, we have to be able to look at a few things. And the first thing is this. What is my initial evaluation of Jon Kapler? Well, it's simple. He's a very good tackler. He's really underrated as a coverage linebacker, in my opinion. And I think I need to put a caveat on that's particularly with slower tight ends and running backs. But his game is not perfect, and there's not no perfect prospect. He struggles to get off blocks. He's stiff when it comes to changing his direction. And he loses track of the ball often at times. He has a tendency to initiate contact with blockers versus just avoiding them or blowing them up. Or getting off of them. It's just something about it. I also noticed that he tackles high a lot at times. Another thing that stood out to me was he's not very good as a blitzing linebacker. I know this is going to sound crazy to people that I would say something like that, but he bites on all play action. And I think that there's times when he don't bite, but for the most part, majority of them he bites on. And that's what brings us back to the looking at the games and the stats. You look at his season that he had this year, and the numbers still look great. They still look phenomenal, and everything stands out. And everything tell you that this guy should be a top pick, so at least in the second round. But I got to tell you, for a guy with almost 300 tackles, much that's going to be left to be desired, and that's where we kick into the film. So let's get right into it. Jon Kapler, we're doing it a little bit different. We're going to go the ugly, meaning that this should not happen on no level of football, definitely not in the pros. The bad, things that need to be improved upon, and the good, give me more of that. And so since we're starting off with the ugly, the first thing I want you to see here is how there's a glitch in the matrix. I'm not altering the video in any form of fashion. You're going to see a guy who's just going to stand there for a few seconds, and it's crazy. I don't get it. And I slowed it down and just did 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, almost 6 seconds before he takes off. And this is something that occurred early in the game. This play right here, you're gonna see a guy who just can't get off the block. Like there's nothing he can do. He just can't get off the block. And on this play right here, here's a guy again who just whiffs on the play. Not something that I'm telling you is there, but these are things that are happening. Another play where he comes up, and again, I got nothing. He just whiffs. He just whiffs on the play. you get a chance to go for a free blitz. You don't take the open lane. You get blocked out, and the quarterback delivers the ball. We get into this aspect where these are the things that I think are bad. You know, like look at this. This is just ugly. Like he's breaking down too soon before the play is broken down. Even right here, he's in the middle. You can see as I break it down piece by piece where there's no reason for him to be breaking down for a tackle this soon. The lane is opened up clearly where you can see between the tackle and the tight end. And the defender on the tight end, I believe, has outside control. He can get out there based on where he's at. And Campbell needs to shoot this gap. He just needs to shoot this gap at this point. And if he does that, we don't have any, conflicts or any issues. But he doesn't. He breaks down at least 3 to 4 yards out, and it's an easy juke, nothing special, and he's off to the races. This is the reality. This is the bad things. You know, you get a chance to come up and you hit the tight end, but the tight end pushes you back. Like, no. You know, here's another example where you're coming in, you get in there, and you hit the quarterback, but somehow you whiff on that, and he's moving forward still to get the first. All because you missed your tackle. These are bad things that can be fixed. This right here is another one. The running back blocks him. I mean, this game was bad for him in my opinion. It has some good, but this is bad. Here's another one where he gets a really good read, a blitz, boom. Didn't chip the tight end, but here he comes. Perfect. Nope. Look at this. Look at this. Like, these are the things that I'm seeing as bad plays that can be fixed. This is another one. Could have avoided the blocker, but instead he slows down, initiates the contact, lunges forward, and now what should have been a shorter game becomes a bigger game. You know, right here, he's just fighting the tight end. He's just fighting the tight end. Like I wish I could improve this differently, but it's the truth. He's right here, and just watch how much effort it takes for this man to get off the tight end. Just get off the tight end. Don't do anything. Just get off the tight end. Just get off the tight end. You know, these things can be fixed, but it's bad. You know, they need improvement upon. This play right here, you know, I'm not sure what was the idea here, but you get off the block, and if you look, the running back spins, and then you whiffed on that tackle. The running back backwards to you, but then you have these plays, the good stuff, where he avoids the blocker, and he goes in and boom. This is what we want to see. This is what we're looking for. Coming out with plays like this, where he's reading it, and he's not wasting no time. Foot in the dirt, let's go. Boom. He's hitting it. These are the things that jump out. Another good play where the quarterback is there. He comes off on a blitz, soft blitz, but he's going to get off the blocker at some point because the blocker stops blocking. But now he's having a hard time bringing the quarterback down. Yes, he made the play, but I feel like at some point, you know, he has to be able to bring this quarterback down. The quarterback shouldn't be getting no more yards from here. He takes him about another 3 yards, just like he's Cam Newton. You know, here, where, you know, you can see I got him marked here. Another beautiful play. Like, I understand that the fan base is what they're looking at these and the highlights, and they're saying this is amazing. But he comes in and he makes a tackle. And if you look closer, it's delayed. As we get a different angle, you're going to see he delays it a little bit, just a little bit, when he should just go ahead and go, oh, you want to go and commit and stuff it. Like right here, nothing's going on. Go. 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 I'm happy he made the play, but this is still some of the good. You know, we're talking about a guy that people want late in the first or early second. I'm not seeing it. You know, good plays. Liking what I see here. I think this can work out phenomenal. Does a very good job here. Watch this. This is what people see. This is what people fall in love with. Boom. Blows that tight end back for the first time. And I gotta be honest, that was so rare that I had to sneak that in. But plays like this, where you can see him killing the tight end, boom, get him off his route completely. I love that. Plays like this where he's got to do double reads, and he focuses in on these double reads, and he's not apologetic at all, no hesitation. But when you see these kind of plays, these are the things that jump out to me as, hey, you can't miss this. This is a double read right here where you're going to see him just say, you know what, at the quarterback, oh, you going to pitch it? Don't biggie. He never lost momentum. He never did it. If he can keep that up and keep that consistent, we in business, right? Even this play was a little bit confusing. The play action, the RPI, oh my God, RPO. And he, doesn't hesitate to give up on the ball. Just stays with it. That's the Jack Campbell that people love. That's the guy that they're looking for. He was patient here. There was a lot going on. And once he saw that the guy had the ball, he committed immediately. He's making sure he throws it. Not boom, ball thrown, let me go get him. And he never gives up on a play. I totally get what it is, but I feel like when we look at this guy in a total package, there's some issues that need to be had. This was one of my favorite ones. One of the few plays where the quarterback got stopped dead in his tracks. Boom, foot in the dirt, patience. Oh, he told him cut. Let's go up in there and boom. But that power is not shown consistently, and that showed up in the film often. He's somebody that I believe, if you take him in the second round, hey, great. But I also believe that there's another prospect who is better suited for what the Lions are doing and what they want than this guy. I believe that the Lions coaching staff can clean up a lot of the bad things that I talked about. The ugly things, I don't know how you clean that up. You just need not to have those happen. The whiffing of tackles and stuff should not happen. I think he's much better in coverage than he is as a run stopper. But overall, my view is decent prospect. I think him being rated as a late first is a little second round pick. I personally would prefer to get him a little bit after that, maybe in the third, and I feel better about it if he's doing some of these things and it doesn't work out. But that's pretty much my review for Jack Campbell. I hope you enjoyed it. I tried my best to make this video as short as possible. And I hope you like this new format. And if not, I go live and do something more in depth. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like, subscribe, notification bell, and if you don't do nothing else, don't be no chump. Please do your research.